Now I'm going to explain some things to you. Health is Wealth is part of a community service by my ministry through the multimedia, that is Shin Multimedia. Health is Wealth is a community service that I use my Shin Multimedia Hub ministry to help the community to understand on health issues. But first, I'd like to make a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, but I do have very good information based on medical research to share to the ordinary people like you on health risk prevention and alternative treatment. But I do not provide consultation or prescription, yeah? So basically, what I give you is information. I also do topic like cancer, and today cancer is such a common disease in every part of the world, and the understanding of cancer is very poor because only when someone gets cancer they will try to do something about it. But generally, if we don't have cancer, we don't have information about it. So this is one of the topics that I'll be doing in the future. EMF is another important topic. Today we live in a world where there's a lot of gadgets. We have phones, we have internet in the homes, and we have these stations that broadcast out all the information. All these electric waves is in the air. Is it harmful to us? So this is another topic that I do. Diabetes, a very common disease amongst people all over the world, especially in Asia. So you need to understand diabetes. And do you know that you can reverse diabetes if you know what to do? So I give a talk on this. Now this is the statistics on diseases that kills people. If you look at the chart here, the highest is cardiovascular disease, that is related to the heart or your arteries, stroke or brain aneurysm. Number 2 in the world is cancer. In the past it is cancer, but cardiovascular disease has overtaken cancer. Then the third is respiratory disease. The fourth is diabetes. These are the top 4. And I'm going to talk to you only about heart disease tonight. Well, what's the reason for me to do this meeting? It's because too many of my close friends die of heart attack and strokes. I have a friend in Penang. He had heart attack twice. Frankie Koo, a pastor in Australia, a good friend of mine, had brain aneurysm, passed away already. Pastor Victor, another friend of mine, he is a Malay, and he also had a heart attack and died in Penang. Christine and my own brother Michael have heart surgery. Jayabalan, a close friend of mine, have heart attack. Queenie Ong, my sister-in-law, too have artery problem. The list is very, very long. And too many of my friends around me have this problem with their heart or stroke. Now this is very recent. This is another person that I knew. It was sent to me. You're able to see she had a heart attack. Let me play you the video.
Everything will be well. In the name of Jesus, everything will be fine. Everything will be well.
She's only 58 years old. She collapsed in the home. My friend was there, Victoria was there, and you can see her praying in the background, and she's gone. She passed away. Today, the demand for cardiologists is very high. There is not enough cardiologists in the world. And obviously, when we have a heart disease or a stroke, we go and see the doctor. But the thing about this is, do you know that prevention is better than cure? It's better not to get a heart attack than seek treatment, or get a stroke than you seek treatment. I'm sure many of you would agree with me that is the case. And I want you also to know that 80% of heart diseases, heart attack, stroke, brain aneurysm is preventable. Tonight, it is about the information I'm going to give to you, how you can prevent yourself from getting a heart attack or getting a stroke or maybe even brain aneurysm by as much as 80%. That is a very high percentage. And I'm sure you will listen to me very carefully. Although I'm not a doctor, but I've got information your doctor will never give to you. The truth of the matter is that when you have chest pain, then you go and see your doctor. When you see your doctor, he will do a test, ECG test, and if you find that you have heart attack, he will give you all the medication that is necessary to prevent you from dying. That's what he does. For the stroke patient as well, if you go to the hospital early, then the doctor will give you blood thinner to thin your blood to take out the clot so that the effects of the stroke will not affect your speech, will not affect your eyesight or your mobility. That's what they do. But apart from that, there is very few information of what you could do. That's why I do this meeting, and I believe it is helpful to all of us, every one of us. What I know is priceless, I would say that. But the thing is that you may not thank me for it. You know why I say you may not thank me for it? Because it is prevention. Prevention means you do not get the disease. But how do you know that actually what I tell you help you? You cannot know. That's why sometimes I say it is thankless. What I'm doing is thankless, but I'm doing it because too many of us die unnecessarily or get a stroke unnecessarily because of a lack of knowledge. The Bible tells us that, my people will perish because of a lack of knowledge. Heart attack, brain aneurysm, and stroke is caused by the same problem but different affliction. It is a problem to do with your arteries. Okay? It is a disease of the arteries that cause you to have the heart attack where your muscles die or weaken. Once your muscles die, it affects your heart. Your heart cannot pump the oxygen or the blood so that the oxygen can travel to all parts of the body, and you may die because of this. Brain aneurysm is when the blood vessels break in your brain, which may cause you to get a coma or you die. Stroke, there may be many variations of it. You may have a left paralysis. You may have speech impairment. You may become blind. You may become bedridden. You may go into a coma. It is very broad, or you may recover from it after the stroke. It is very, very broad. Now, briefly, I will explain to you some of these diseases that we're going to discuss this evening. Brain aneurysm, these are the three things that we will talk about. And the major problem comes from the arteries. Remember, I want to begin on the right footing. All this disease that affects you is caused by your diseased arteries. And we all know and understand that once your arteries are clogged, then you have a potential problem with your heart or actually your stroke. Get a stroke. Now, heart attack happens when one of the arteries that carry the oxygen rich blood to the heart to send it to all parts of the body is blocked. That means there's a blockage there and the blood supply is cut off. When the blood supply is cut off, it is just like, a pump. In my home, I live in a flat. The water is very weak, so you need a pump to pump up the water so that the place can have free flow of water. But if, for example, if there is no water, you switch on the pump will break down. And when I fix this pump to to get the water from lower to my flat, all right, because the water flow is weak. The person or the plumber who came to my place to do it tells me that you make sure that you on the water first before you on the pump, because the pump may break down if you don't do that. The heart goes like that. The heart, if there is no blood, it cannot pump. And after a period of time, the heart muscles die and you will die. So this affects people who have blockages. And there are symptoms. For a man and a woman is quite different, the symptoms. For men, basically you may have a chest pain, you may feel tightness, something like a heartburn, or you may be vomiting, nausea, and have sweat. This sweat is not the sweat you have when you are exercising. It is cold sweat. In Hokkien, my language, you know, I'm a Hokkien, it's called chim kwa. It's cold sweat. When you have cold sweat, it's not a good sign. Anytime we have cold sweat, it's not a good sign. So for the woman, it could be nausea, it could be fatigue, there'll be pain in the arm, the neck, you know, and you may become very anxious, loss of appetite, shortness of breath. These are the symptoms for both sexes. If you have this, consult your doctor. Don't come and see me. Well, for heart attack treatment, these are the two most common way it is done. Coronary angioplasty and stenting. So they check whether there's blockage in your arteries, or they have a coronary bypass when they find that the blockage is too great. Like my younger brother, he has 4 bypass because 4 of his arteries are blocked. And thank God he realized it, because the symptoms were there. All right, there is shortness of breath, and then there is tightness in the chest. And the doctor said, you got to do it immediately because it's serious. So he had a coronary artery bypass. And my younger brother too have stent. Another brother have stent in their arteries. My sister-in-law have stent in their arteries. So it means that their arteries are diseased. The open heart surgery is, you know, using a saw to just open up your thorax, open it up, and then repair the arteries that is diseased by taking one probably from your leg and change it, you know, bypass it, you know, they call it a bypass. That's what is done. That's open heart surgery. And after 2-3 weeks, you recover. And that is really very serious surgery. Today in UK, they have what, keyhole surgery for this. They do not open up the chest, but they just use like computer games. They put 2 or 3 things inside your chest, and then they begin to do the work without opening the body. That's very good, you know. Okay, the other thing is when you find that there's blockage, the doctor will require to put a stent into your arteries. That means to make it enlarge so that there is blood flow. All these surgeries, there are risks involved. It is better you do not have this blockage, you know, rather than you have the blockage, then you put a stent. And this is not permanent, this is temporary, and it is not cheap. In Malaysia, it may cost more than 10,000 per arteries. I don't know, maybe it could be more than that. Yeah. In UK, it is free because it is under NHS. Yeah, if we do get it, we can get a stent for FOC. So it's not that bad. But in Asia, you have to pay your own for most of you, because you wait for the GH, it may be a very long queue. Once when you have a heart attack, wow, you got to take lots of medication. All right, lots of medication to prevent blood clot, to make your blood flow freely, anti-platelet agent, blood thinners, all kinds of medication you have to take. And this medication all have side effects. And I'm sure we don't enjoy taking medication. We are more enjoyable to eat food, good food, yeah. And all these drugs is to make sure that you won't get a heart attack again, yeah. Is to prevent another heart attack. Now I'm going to play you a video to explain some of these things to you, because I'm no doctors. Doctors can explain certain things to you better. So this first video is about brain aneurysm. What is it? So you need to understand. So I'll play this video. Now you look at this beautiful lady here. Her name is Sri Devi. She died of heart attack while attending a what you call a presentation for awards in Bollywood. She died in the bathtub because she had a heart attack. Yeah. Now I'm going to show you a video of a person that actually got a heart attack while they are talking.
Have discovered that, contrary to the promise a month for their insurance coverage, this year their premiums will cost them $2,200 a month. That adds up to $26,400 for a policy with a $13,000 deductible. But despite that awful cost, too many others have discovered that.
Another one to show to you.
Siz İsrail'in suç ortağısınız.
İyileşime 20 dakika.
Ondan kurtulsanız Allah'ın gazabından kurtulamayacaksınız. Hepinizi saygıyla selamlıyorum.
İyileşime 20 dakika ara veriyorum.
These are very fatal. You get heart attack that is very strong, and there's sometimes no chance to help you survive. Okay, that's why it is important that you prevent it. Yeah. So let me play you this video. Brain aneurysm is when the blood vessels burst in your brain and the blood clot is all over the brain. And this is serious because you can go into coma. I have a sister-in-law died because of brain aneurysm. Obviously, there is some symptom, and very common is headache, a pounding headache, weakness in the body, and then you may see double vision. Your eye may be very painful. There may be numbness or tingling on the head or face. This is serious because my good friend Pastor Frankie Koo died in Sydney because of brain aneurysm. He was actually locked inside the toilet and his wife was outside. He was bathing and then he got the brain aneurysm while bathing. and he was locked inside, and it took a while before they could took him out, and he passed away. Now all this is avoided. Obviously he has got some history of high blood pressure, cholesterol and all that, but it is avoidable. Stroke is a little bit different from brain aneurysm because the blood is not in the brain. The clot that happens in the arteries affects part of the brain that prevent you from talking or prevent you from being mobile. Okay, this is different. And stroke, often the sign is there is dizziness, loss of balance, confusion. You know, you have speech problem. That means you talk, people cannot understand, or you slur, and there is numbness, most likely on the left side of the body, or it could be right side, I don't know, as well. But there is this condition there, and these are some signs of you are getting a stroke. And the faster you go to the hospital, the better it is. There's a way to look at this that can help you, and it has the acronym for FAST. The word FAST. Spot a stroke. You find a person, the face is drooping one side, there's a weakness in the arm, and suddenly the person difficult to talk, it's time to go to hospital or call 911 here in UK. Yeah. So when you have this kind of symptom, you need to act very fast. That can prevent you from getting a serious stroke. Yeah. Very commonly, you will see that the person's face become distorted like that when they get a stroke. Yeah, when you see like that, that means the person have a stroke. Part of the problem with getting a stroke is obviously you cannot walk properly because of weakness of one of the legs or the arm, and you may need physiotherapy to be able to walk again, speech therapy to be able to talk again. Now, a more serious case of stroke is you cannot wake up. You just sleep there, but you are still very alert about everything going on, just that you cannot move. The brain is working, but you just lying down there waiting for your time. That's it. Or the more serious part of it is you enter the box. You know what I mean by entering the box. You're gone. Okay? But if you survive, rehabilitation is important because you need to be able to move by yourself so that you are not dependent on people. Now I'm going to play you a few videos here to explain to you some of the causes of stroke, heart attack, or brain aneurysm. This is a good video for you to understand. I'll play it.
Welcome to our video on the 7 main causes of blocked arteries. Arteries supply the heart and transport oxygen-rich blood to all the tissues and organs throughout our body. They're responsible for circulation and keeping everything running smoothly. But when these vital conduits become blocked, heart attack, stroke, and other problems occur. This process of artery blockage is called atherosclerosis. Cardiovascular diseases, primarily driven by atherosclerosis, are the leading cause of death across the world. They claim around 17 million lives annually, accounting for a staggering 31% of all deaths. Now, atherosclerosis blockages build gradually, years before symptoms appear, and in fact, it's often called the silent killer, because many people don't experience any symptoms before a heart attack. Understanding the cause is key. So today, we'll explore how it happens, as well as practical steps to prevent and reverse atherosclerosis, so that you and the ones you love can enjoy years of energy and health. But before we dig in, can you do us a favour? Click on the thumbs up and help us spread the word about heart disease prevention. And ring that bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. We want to make sure you get the latest info so you can live a long, healthy life. And stick around to find out how to get 2 heart healthy free gifts. We guarantee both you and your heart will love them. Okay, let's get into it. Number 7. Genetics and age. These are 2 factors that we can't control, but we need to understand them. Genetics, the blueprint of our bodies, play a substantial role in our overall health, including our arteries. Inherited genes influence things like blood pressure and the propensity for diabetes, which contribute to atherosclerosis. If you have a family history of heart disease, it means that the risk of developing artery problems might be higher for you. So take it as a gentle nudge to really pay attention to the factors we'll discuss next. Age, on the other hand, affects everyone. Our arteries naturally begin to harden and lose their flexibility as we age. This is due to a combination of factors, including the fact that our bodies naturally produce less collagen as we get older, which is vital for our heart, skin, joints, and brain. In the context of heart health, collagen provides structure and elasticity to our arteries, making them more resilient and less prone to damage. Like a new rubber band, stretching and contracting as the body needs. So, while we can't stop time, we can do things like making sure to get plenty of vitamin C, which plays an indirect role in collagen synthesis, or other food-based strategies, which we'll get to later. Essentially, understanding our genetics and factors related to aging enables us to be proactive. Regular health screenings and checkups become crucial, especially for those with a family history of heart disease. By keeping track of key health markers, such as blood pressure and C-reactive protein, we can slow the aging process and keep our arteries young. Number 6. Smoking. Smokers are 2 to 4 times more likely to develop coronary heart disease. The smoke and other chemicals in cigarettes damage cells throughout the body and can kill cells in the artery walls. As a result, sticky deposits of fat, cholesterol, and other substances build up in the blood and artery walls. Smoking not only creates an environment for plaque deposits to thrive in the coronary arteries, but can also block arteries in the legs and arms, a serious condition called peripheral artery disease. The good news is that the human body is extremely resilient and begins to repair itself almost immediately after you stop smoking, so it's never too late. Number 5. Alcohol. While smoking clearly destroys health, the impact of alcohol isn't quite as clear-cut. We'll get to the potential benefits in a second, but first, recent scientific research has shed new light on how different patterns of alcohol consumption can have varying effects on our arteries. A groundbreaking study from the University of Rochester used mice to mimic human patterns of drinking, from moderate daily consumption to binge drinking. In this study, the mice that simulated moderate drinking, equivalent to 2 drinks per day, experienced a decrease in atherosclerosis, or artery blockage. On the contrary, mice that replicated binge drinking patterns, equivalent to 7 drinks in a single day, showed an increase in atherosclerosis. This study provides strong evidence for a direct cause and effect relationship between drinking patterns and arterial health. It emphasizes that while moderate alcohol consumption might be linked to certain heart benefits, excessive or binge drinking is highly detrimental. These findings echo the often cited relationship between moderate red wine consumption and heart health. Red wine contains antioxidants such as resveratrol, and studies suggest that these antioxidants may protect the lining of blood vessels in the heart, as well as preventing blood clots. However, Moderation is the operative term here. Experts recommend no more than 1 drink per day for women and 2 drinks per day for men. Number 4. Stress. Stress is overlooked when it comes to heart disease, but it has a surprisingly large impact. Stress, especially when chronic, can contribute to atherosclerosis through a number of mechanisms. Imagine you're out in the wild, and you suddenly spot a lion sprinting towards you. Your heart rate quickens, your palms get sweaty, and your senses become razor sharp. You're in a state of heightened readiness. This is your body's fight or flight response kicking in, a survival mechanism that helps us react quickly in dangerous situations. The hormones adrenaline and cortisol surge, preparing your body to either stand your ground or make a quick escape. In these short bursts, this response is a lifesaver. However, problems arise when this stress response is triggered too often and lasts too long, which is the case with chronic stress. Unlike our ancestors, the stressors we face today aren't typically life or death situations, but our bodies react in much the same way. Chronic stress keeps our bodies in a continuous state of high alert, leading to persistently elevated levels of stress hormones. Over time, these high hormone levels can cause damage. Cortisol, for example, can lead to high blood sugar and blood pressure, which accelerates atherosclerosis. In 2013, the University of California published an analysis called Mind Your Heart, looking at stress, mental health, and heart disease. One of their meta-analysis studies found that depressed patients had an 80% increased risk of developing cardiovascular events. Other studies have found similar results, that stress and related mental health factors have a clear correlation with heart disease risk. Additionally, stress often leads to unhealthy habits, further exacerbating risk. With this in mind, it becomes clear that effective stress management is crucial for all of us. Techniques like meditation, yoga, or whatever helps you to disconnect and reduce stress are not only good for our happiness, they also have tangible effects on cardiovascular health. While our bodies are well equipped to outrun the metaphorical lion every once in a while, we aren't designed for constant stress. By recognizing and managing our stress effectively, we can help ensure that our fight or flight response is a protective shield rather than a double-edged sword. Before we get to number 3, Heart Disease Code would love to give you a free book, The Surprising Truth About Fat and Cholesterol, plus the first episode of The Untold Myths. Okay, let's get back to the list. Number 3, poor food choices. Think of your body as a high-performance sports car with hundreds of intricate processes, all working in harmony. If we want to keep those processes running smoothly, we need to provide them with quality fuel. This fuel, in our case, is food. Natural whole foods provide a rich source of nutrients that our bodies need to function at their best. On the other hand, refined carbohydrates, sugar, and highly processed foods, akin to cheap fuel, cause spikes and crashes in our blood sugar levels, leading to inflammation and damaging cell function. In this regard, a good rule of thumb is to eat the rainbow. Colorful fruits and vegetables signal a high density of nutrients. For example, berries owe their rich red, blue, and purple hues to a group of plant compounds called anthocyanins. Anthocyanins act as powerful antioxidants, reduce inflammation, and maintain the health of blood vessels, thus supporting heart health. Orange foods, like carrots and sweet potatoes, are packed with carotenoids. Carotenoids have been shown to protect the eyes, boost immunity, and inhibit atherosclerosis. Healthy fats, found in foods like avocados, nuts, and seeds, provide essential fuel while keeping arteries strong and flexible. Avocado is a particularly interesting food. In a 2022 study by Harvard University, researchers discovered that people who ate 1 or more avocado per week had a 21% reduced risk of coronary heart disease. Amongst other things, avocados improve insulin sensitivity and endothelial function, helping to modulate blood pressure, blood circulation, and artery function. So, what about meat? Grass-fed meat is a healthier option compared to grain or soy-fed varieties. Why? Because the diet of the animal determines the nutrient profile of the meat. Grass-fed beef, for instance, contains higher ratios of omega-3 fatty acids, known to promote heart health, compared to grain-fed beef. Similarly, wild-caught fish have a more diverse diet and live in less crowded conditions than farm-raised fish, leading to a higher nutrient density, more omega-3, and less exposure to contaminants. By consciously choosing what we put into our bodies, we nourish our arteries, heart, and every other process that we rely on for heart and vitality. As the saying goes, we are what we eat. Number 2. Rancid oils. Oils are a less-known danger, lurking in many kitchens. Rancid oils wreak havoc in the body, specifically for arteries. Polyunsaturated oils found in vegetable and seed oils can easily go rancid when exposed to light, heat, and oxygen, meaning that they may be bad before they even get to the supermarket shelf. This process of going rancid, also known as oxidizing, changes the structure of the oil. Think of it like an apple turning brown after you cut it, or a piece of iron rusting. When this oxidized oil enters our body, it causes inflammation, damaging cells and tissues, a problem known as oxidative stress. A simple step to protect your body is to stay away from polyunsaturated vegetable and seed oils, such as soybean oil, corn, sunflower, cottonseed, rapeseed, canola, and safflower oil. Instead, go for healthier alternatives, such as extra virgin olive oil, which is primarily composed of monounsaturated fats. Monounsaturated fats are more stable than polyunsaturated fats, making them less likely to go rancid. What's more, extra virgin olive oil contains a special compound called oleic acid, which has been shown to reduce inflammation, with some studies suggesting it may even have beneficial effects on genes linked to cancer. Coconut oil is another healthy option to consider, particularly for cooking. While it's high in saturated fats, which some people worry about, current research indicates that saturated fats are not necessarily problematic, and that high-quality saturated fats may even be beneficial. Coconut oil is rich in medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which are metabolized differently than other types of fats. These go straight from the digestive tract to the liver, where they can be used as a quick source of energy, or turned into ketones, which have been found to have unique benefits, especially for brain health. So stay away from polyunsaturated fats, and go instead for quality extra virgin olive oil and coconut oil. Number 1. Lack of physical activity. Exercise is essential, especially as we age. Engaging in various forms of physical activity offers numerous benefits, including maintaining flexible arteries, improving blood pressure, enhancing circulation, strengthening the heart muscle, managing weight, and regulating glucose metabolism. And of course, these factors all significantly reduce the risk of artery disease. However, the advantages of exercise extend beyond the physical realm. When we exercise, our bodies release endorphins, often referred to as feel-good hormones. These natural painkillers and mood elevators alleviate stress, reduce pain, and help us to stay motivated. Additionally, endorphins promote better sleep quality, which plays a crucial role in maintaining heart health. Adequate sleep is essential, as sleep deprivation has been associated with an increased risk of hypertension and atherosclerosis. So, what type of exercise is best? First of all, start where you are today and go from there. If you already have a heart condition, talk with your healthcare provider to determine the best approach. A combination of low-impact exercises like walking, swimming, or aquasays can be ideal for beginners or those with injuries. These activities minimize stress on joints while improving. Welcome to our video.
This video helps us to understand the causes of heart disease, and obviously some of us genetically we inherit from our parents like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, heart disease. All this can be through the genetics, which you cannot do much if it is genetic, but you can reduce the risk. Yeah, age is another thing that you can see that as people grow older, they become sicker. Okay, and younger people are healthier because of, by the time you're older, the abuse over alcohol, smoking, environment, the working environment, and all this takes a toll on the body. And things like smoking, drinking affects us very much, and also stress. Modern day people have a lot of stress because of the pursuit of material things. We tend to work much harder under stressful condition, and the lack of exercise because of modern technology. Everything today, we have air condition in the car, air condition in the home, TV, giving you all the programs. You don't even have to leave your house to go for a movie. Those days we have got to leave our home to go for a movie. And the diet that we take is important, even as this documentary shows us. Now I'm going to show you the next documentary that will help you to understand things relating to your arteries. Yeah. Now this presentation tells you one of the causes of diseased arteries, that is inflammation. Now inflammation of the arteries is one of the causes that causes your arteries to be clogged. So it's important to understand what causes inflammation of the arteries. And as you have seen in the last video, the oil that you take is very important. If you take a lot of vegetable oil that is found in the supermarkets, very cheap, that is a major cause. And you should avoid eating all the fried items that is outside your home, because they use the worst kind of oil. So the first cause of diseased arteries is inflammation, not cholesterol, but inflammation. The next thing I want you to learn is actually, the other thing is called calcification of the arteries. And this is quite recent that this information is available to all of us, that inflammation of the arteries and calcification cause the arteries to be hardened. Now, what is calcification of the arteries? Dr. Berg here will explain to you much better than me. So I will just play this video, you watch this video. Now I hope you enjoy this video on the calcification of arteries. It clearly explained to you that the bone, when you grow older, it releases out calcium, and the calcium flow through your blood, and it get embedded in your arteries. And once it get embedded into your arteries, the arteries hardens. With inflammation and hardening of arteries, then your arteries becomes diseased. That's where the cholesterol, as it's traveling through the blood, it started to stick to the membrane of the arteries, and this accumulate over time. You cannot see it because our arteries are so tiny, but today with modern science we know what actually happens. And you need to understand this. Without inflammation of arteries, without calcification of arteries, you will not get heart attack or heart disease, most commonly heart disease. Yeah, you will not get it because basically your arteries are healthy. Once the arteries are healthy, you are fine. Yeah. There are also signs of clogged arteries. Before you get your stroke, you know, often people are feeling very tired, shortness of breath, chest pain, lower back pain, sometimes erectile dysfunction, pain, numbness, or cold hand or cold feet. These are some of the symptoms. Okay. Now the arteries, when they are clogged, how are you going to remove the clog? It's just like a drain being clogged. If the drain is clogged, you can just use a brush to brush the drain and then it's removed. But how do you do when you have clogged arteries? I'm sure you all recognize this tablet. This is statin. It could become in Lipitor, Crestotin, all kinds of brand. Yeah. Now statin is to reduce cholesterol. And this is very common today, and I'm sure if I ask you to raise your hands, many of you are on statin. This is the greatest scam of the pharmaceutical firm, or big pharma we call that. They put everybody on statin, and this is the wrong approach towards treating heart disease or stroke. I'm going to explain to you why. Yeah. Statin has a lot of side effects. It can affect your liver. It can increase blood sugar. You take it, you can get diabetes because of taking statin. Some of you don't know that. And you have pain in the muscles. It can affect your memory. You can feel very tired or have headache or rhabdomyolysis. I don't know what's that. Yeah. Now this statin reduce cholesterol, but the cholesterol is not the problem. The problem is your arteries. If your arteries are healthy, then you are fine. If your arteries are diseased, then you have a problem. Okay, I hope you are clear with that. Let me stop here for a while here to get somebody to help me. Yeah? Stella, I make you co-host, yeah? In case there's anything, you just can help me to regulate this meeting. I'm sure we all enjoy fried chicken. You know, when I was younger, I used to go to Thailand, Hat Yai. I really enjoy the fried chicken. And I can tell you, I consume a lot of this. And this is the worst of the worst, because the oil is used over and over again, and it used the lowest grade of oil. I'm showing a picture of eggs. When I was in my 30s, back in year 2000, eggs is bad. The doctor tell you eat baked eggs is high cholesterol, and actually that is the wrong advice. You can see the magazine even put it as cholesterol problem because of eggs, and a lot of people stop eating eggs because of this wrong information. But today you look on the right hand side, yes, eggs are generally considered a healthy food packed with nutrients like protein, vitamins, minerals, and can be part of a balanced diet. They have changed. So they have made mistakes. Doctors make mistakes. The pharmaceutical company make mistakes as well. And what about coconut? It's the same. They have made coconut a villain. See, it says a study here that coconut oil is bad for you. Remove it from your pantry. But today they tell you the benefits of coconut oil: weight management, skin support, hair support, cavity prevention, and even used for Alzheimer's disease. Okay, you can see mistakes being made, including cholesterol tablets. Yeah. So the risk factor of heart disease is high blood pressure. You need to keep your blood pressure down. And I'm sure many of you here tonight have got high blood pressure and you are on tablets. Yeah. Now the good news is you can reduce your blood pressure to normal. Okay, I'll do a talk on that, so make sure you attend. You can reduce your blood pressure to normal. Okay, I have high blood pressure. Today I don't take any tablets. My blood pressure is normal. Stop smoking if you are smoking. If you're obese, reduce your weight. If you have got a lousy diet, you better eat less of the junk food, hawker food and all that. You got to reduce it, you know. Lack of exercise. If you have diabetes, you drink a lot of alcohol, you have a lot of stress, okay, heart disorder, and you have a lot of fat molecules in your blood. That's the risk factor. Okay, so as you can see in this chart here too, it tells you your age, your race plays an important role. Do you know that Indians have got thinner arteries? That's why Indians are more susceptible to heart attack and stroke, more on heart attack. If you see an Indian movie, always they argue and then they touch the heart, then they fall down and then they die. Now it is typical of them because basically their arteries are very thin. By ethnicity, their arteries are thin. Okay, high blood pressure, diabetes, all these are causes of your arteries to be diseased. And the food you eat, if you go to the supermarket, all the food that are packed in paper boxes, anything that is in paper boxes except for a few items, most of them are processed food. And this is the major killer, okay, major killer. Vegetable oil. You've seen the video already. I'm going to explain to you again. Avoid using all the vegetable oils that is mentioned. You can use palm oil. You can use olive oil, but it needs to be virgin, extra virgin, because why? The olive oil, the general one you buy in the supermarkets, are just only maybe 10% olive oil. The rest is vegetable oil. So you pay for what you get. So you want to use virgin will use olive oil, you better use extra virgin olive oil. I think peanut oil is also okay. The rest of them, it's not good for you. And to your surprise, ghee, butter, and lard is good. They tell you it's bad, and I stopped eating lard for a long time. You know, the fried kway teow put a lot of pork lard in it. Very nice, but actually it's not bad. It's a good oil. Yeah. So this is a surgeon that tells you that heart disease can be reversed, and this heart surgeon, he no longer actually do surgery on people, and he have what I call in the internet, he speaks about how you should change your diet so that you will not have heart disease. So this is a very bold step one of the doctors did, that is to reverse heart disease. Now this is the truth. Does cholesterol cause heart disease? The study say no. You can go and Google yourself. It is not. So if it is not, why are you taking statin? Now let me explain something to you. Your whole brain is cholesterol. You know, the brain is cholesterol, and your organs in the body need cholesterol. Cholesterol is food for the body. That's why your bloodstream carry the cholesterol to all the organs to give health to the organ. When you deplete the cholesterol in your body, you are at risk of depleting a lot of nutrients to the body. And the research is not complete yet, but there is a link with Alzheimer's with taking cholesterol tablet, because you deplete the cholesterol too much, then the brain is affected, and lack of cholesterol can perhaps cause you to have Alzheimer's early. That's why today a lot of people have Alzheimer's disease. So you can see reports after reports telling you that cholesterol is not the cause of what you call blockage in the arteries. So this you can go and research for yourself. This another study. There's no link with cholesterol and heart disease. All right. So for those of you here tonight, if you want this video, you got to write to me. I'll give to you, because it will help to save many lives or prevent you from dying early. Yeah. So the real cause of heart disease is broken down into two: calcification of arteries and inflammation of arteries. This is very helpful to all of you here, because most of us are above 60, some 50, some maybe 40s. But it is important to take note of this, because this is the number one killer. And I can tell you, in the next part, I'm going to give you the solution. I can guarantee you that it is preventable. All right? Even though you may be already quite bad, it's still preventable. Yeah, easily. And those of you who may already doctor tell you that your blockage is 60%, 70%, don't put the stent. I give you some solution, you follow first, you go 2 months on it, and then you ask the doctor to check again. You'll find that it will clear up a lot of these things that is blocking your arteries. So the next part, I'm going to talk about it to all of you here. You'll be very blessed by it. Yeah. In a nutshell, what I'm trying to share with all of you is heart attack and stroke can be avoided if you know what to do. If you go to the doctor, by the time you go to the doctor, you already have a stroke or heart attack. Correct or not? Can we have an answer?
Yes.
All right. You already have a stroke or heart attack, because most doctors do not tell you preventive measures. Neither does the pharmacist give you preventive measures. It takes the initiative of people who do the research to tell you that most disease is avoidable. Most disease. Do you know that even gout, many people suffer from gout. Gout is avoidable. Once people get gout, they are on medication for their whole life. And there is a way to treat gout that a lot of people doesn't know. The pharmaceutical company doesn't want you to know because they got no business to do, right? The information I give to you will cause a lot of doctors to lose business. What if you don't need a stent? Then people who are trained to do put stent in your arteries, okay, got no business to do. So it's preventive. They don't want you to know this. So this information is important. So I'm telling you that the reason why you get stroke or heart attack is not cholesterol that block the arteries. It is actually calcification of the arteries and inflammation of arteries. So very good. When you can understand that, then what I tell you next is important. Yeah. You all can hear me clearly now. No what you call echo.
No more echo.
No. No
Right.
more.
Okay. Good.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Let us return and then we go back to the question and answer at the end. Yeah. Now, this is the solution I'm giving to you. All right. For those of you who wants to make sure that you don't have heart attack or stroke, even though you're old, even though you already reach what they call the very mature age, I won't use the word old, and you may already have blockages in your arteries, there's good news here tonight. Now, first, I'm going to talk to you about food. In order to reverse what is in your arteries, you can help yourself by eating the right kind of food. You know, when God created us, He created the right kind of food for us. The problem is we are not eating the right kind of food. We eat too many processed food. Now, this is what I eat here, yeah, today. I'm telling you. My diet every day, one meal has to be chia seed, flaxseed. Okay, the flaxseed has got to be meal, yeah. That means it has got to be broken down because you cannot digest it if you don't break it up. You'll eat it and you'll pass out the same thing, okay? So you got to break it, okay? And you need the berries, 4 berries. These berries are very high in antioxidant. Obviously, people living in Singapore or Malaysia will find this fruit very hard to find or expensive. Don't worry, you don't need to eat this. What is good for you is guava and papayas. That will be very good, you know, for you. So you can take this. These are very important, and I take it with soybean milk. Mix it together with some yogurt. I take this every day. Now, you know why? Because none of these go through any cooking process. Never go to the oven, nothing. Just really raw food. Now, you take that, it brings healing to your body. Let me tell you what it does to the body. We've all gone through COVID-19, right? Can we have some answer?
Yes.
And most of you have taken the vaccine.
Yes.
I did not take the vaccine and I traveled back to United Kingdom from Malaysia. 2020, I was in Malaysia and I couldn't travel because of the COVID-19. I came back here, I did not take the vaccine and I don't catch COVID. Now, it's because the antibodies in the body can fight the virus. So you need to help your body by eating the right food. All right, this diet is very important. What you eat, you know, your diet. And then if you live in very stressful environment, I would suggest that you distress yourself. Okay. I don't know how you're going to do that. That is you. You yourself have to find out what's the problem that gives you a lot of stress. And then you need to take the right kind of supplement. Now, this is very, very important. What you eat, okay? and the supplements are important, and I'm going to show you some things that will be very helpful to you. Obviously, anything that is colorful is good for you. You can see this full of vibrant color. Avocado is very good. All those fruits like carrots, strawberries, lime, all are very good for you. Tomatoes are very good, colorful fruits, yeah? Take much of it. And now we're going to talk to you about supplements. This is very, very important. You need to take the right supplements to deal with the issue of your arteries, yeah? At this age, I can guarantee you 100%, all of you here have got blocked arteries. It's just a matter of 20%, 30%, 40%, 70%, or 90%. Okay, that is the truth. It's because that the percentage is low, you are not having a problem. And the reason why you have some blockages is because as you grow older, something goes off in your body. I'm going to explain that to you. Now, there are two things to deal with. The first one is obviously prevent your arteries from being inflamed. Second one is prevent calcification of arteries. I'm going to give you the solution. And the third one is if you already blocked, already. Now what you take is useless because it's already blocked already. You agree or not? Can we have some answers?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then mute yourself after you speak. Yeah, you agree you already have some blockages. But do you know how to unblock it?
No.
Yeah, your God has a way to unblock it, and I'm going to give you the solution. All right, some people ask me actually to write a book about this. I may consider to write a book so that, I don't have to do this meeting all the time, yeah? Okay, perhaps a book will be good to help people to understand this. Anyone heard of 7C's cod liver oil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't go other brands. Go this brand. 7C's will make your arteries less inflamed. Yeah. Omega-3, the best form is from 7C's. It's a very old brand and it will help you. So this is the solution to inflammation of arteries. Flaxseed oil, if you don't put it in your food, you can buy it in what you call in a tablet form. Okay, there's flaxseed oil that's very good for you. This is for your softening of the arteries. Yeah. Cell food is another food that prevent inflammation. These are the three options you can have. Okay, you can buy 3 or you can use 2 or 1 of it. It's up to you. Now, when you take cholesterol tablet, do you know that it depletes your CoQ10? CoQ10 is needed by the brain, but when you take cholesterol tablet, it takes away your CoQ10. CoQ10 gives you your mental alertness, give you, some people afternoon when they are a bit older, they sleepy, not alert. This is because of a lack of this component amino acid in the body called CoQ10. So you can buy this as a supplement if you're older. Now, what you see here is maybe your basin. Often our basin get clogged because of the food that goes through it. Over a number of years, you use get clogged, and then you call the plumber to remove the clog. Am I right to say that? Any answer?
Yes.
Your arteries are the same. Your arteries are the same, and you can remove the clog. Okay? So how do you remove the clog? Do you know that when God created you and me, one of the things that he put inside our arteries is nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is the material that is for cleaning up your arteries. A lot of people doesn't know that. And as you grow older, you know, like you lose your hair, your body make less of it. So when your body make less of it, isn't it logical that when you make less of it, all the things that is stuck in your arteries, the nitric oxide is not enough to clean it up. That's why you get clogged arteries. All right, a person that is 15 years old, does he get clogged arteries? I said no, because why? Because there's a lot of nitric oxide in the arteries. They will not get it. But the older the person, the higher the chances you get it. Now, God created us to let us live actually very long. But because of very poor diet, because of eating all the wrong things and exposure to bad things and all that, we become sick, you know. And that's why we take a lot of medicine. Now, these are the three things you need. I'm going to explain to you. In order to prevent calcification of arteries, you need K2. This is only recently discovered. 10 years ago, you never heard of K2. It's discovered now, it's available. This brand now is very good. This brand now make it very cheap for people to afford it. Good quality. Can somebody check who is not muted? Yeah, everybody hear the sound, right? So this vitamin K2 had to be taken with vitamin D3 for it to work. It's a combination. So this company from US have made it cheap for people to be able to afford it. Yeah. So I suggest you can order from Lazada, and that will prevent your arteries from become calcified. So that means your arteries won't be hardened. If your arteries is not hardened, if your arteries is supple, not inflamed, then the logic is that you will not have a stroke or a heart attack. You agree? All right, so that's the solution. But there's another problem, which I told you that because your arteries is already clogged, and is there a way to clean up? Yes, nitric oxide. But now you are depleted of nitric oxide because of your age. There's a good solution. Nitric oxide comes from an amino acid called L-arginine. You can research it yourself. It comes from an amino acid called L-arginine. L-arginine will convert into what they call nitric oxide. A lot of people try to buy tablets, nitric oxide they consume. It cannot work like that. It has to be the L-arginine forming the nitric oxide in the arteries for it to work. So you buy nitric oxide and it's not helpful. So this is the solution. And these three items that I give to you will delay any blockage and will remove blockage, and it will give you a healthy artery. And your healthy arteries means that you're not going to get stroke and heart attack. So this recommendation is very, very good for you. All right. Now, I don't make any money out of it. I do this as a community service to everybody who wants to hear me out, who trust what I'm telling you. I myself is taking it. And let me give you some statistics. My brother, one, have a bypass. His cholesterol is normal. My younger brother, another one, have 2 stents. That means his artery got problem. And my sister-in-law also 2 stents. Myself, cholesterol problem the worst, 9.2. All right, normal people 4 point something. I'm 9.2, double. Doctor here also scared, but I don't take any medication because I know the cholesterol is not the problem. All I do is I consume these 3 things. And I can tell you that I don't have any kind of this symptom like people have, shortness of breath and all things like that. Okay, even though that my condition, I'm supposed to be a victim of stroke or heart attack, but it's not there because of the right thing I'm doing. So I'm recommending the right thing to you. Okay, so Shin Multimedia Hub is the ministry I have to teach people of many things: the Bible, the book of Revelation, deception in the mass media, how to read the Word of God, survey of the Old and New Testament. I do this. So this is a ministry through the internet, because I don't have to be in Malaysia to do this. You can come to my meeting and all that. And if you think that this is a good thing that can help people, you can support me. So this is my detail. You can take a picture of it, then we'll come back to talk. Yeah. So if you want to support this work, just take a snapshot of this, and if anywhere you are, there's a bank account for you to support. Yeah. So coming back to these three things, it is available in Singapore, it is available in Malaysia, it's available in any parts of the world. But I give you Malaysia because most of the people who come to my meetings are from Malaysia. So these are the three things that can help you to prevent expensive surgery or putting a stent into your arteries. How much is it now in Malaysia to put a stent? Can anyone tell me?
Close to about 10,000.
10,000. All right. If you were to consume these three things, I can tell you that it's reversible. But those of you already very badly blocked, you can WhatsApp me. I will teach you of a very good way to do it. Apart from these three things I recommend to you, I have a way to clean up your arteries quickly. Okay. Anybody got that problem, don't want to go for surgery, no money for stent, you can ask them to contact me. My information is FOC to all of you because it can help to save life. That's my intention, to help to save life. Now, this is because, like I said and I've shared, many of my friends die before their time because basically they don't know what to do. All right? They did not know what to do, and unnecessary dying young because of just information that is not available to them. So now I made this information available to you. Okay. Now, before I continue, I'm going to speak to you about my other seminars. Like a lot of people have cancer, and then they have only 3 ways of treating it. There are many more ways which you don't know, which is not available to you because of finance. If the treatment can be cheap and not costly, you know, I'm sure everybody wants it. But the people that make a lot of money out of cancer will not want you to know. So I will give you what are these things. All right. Also for things like diabetes, which I can tell you that is very easily reversible, and I will show you how you can reverse your diabetes. Yeah, easily. So now is Q&A. You can talk to me, ask questions, and if you want the video, I suggest that you WhatsApp me, then I will put it in the Health is Wealth chat so that you can receive the video. Yeah.
Reggie, how do we
Yeah.
reverse gout?
I cannot tell you tonight. When I do the topic on gout, I will let you. Do you have gout?
No, in the past, yes, but now I cut down a lot of rich foods, so that's why no more.
Let me explain to you. I got gout. I didn't know I got gout. That was about 20 years ago when I flew to Sydney. My friend took me to eat steak in a club, and the steak was very good. So he said, "Okay, Reggie, I'll take you again tomorrow night." And we have steak all the time. And I didn't know that my uric acid was building up inside me. By the time I came back to Malaysia, I was limping. So I was thinking, what happened? Did I knock myself somewhere? I go and see the doctor. And the doctor like have a little laugh like that. He said, "I think, Mr. Lee, I think you got gout." And let me test your blood. True enough, I've got gout. And this gout came once in a while. It's fine. Eventually, it become a persistent problem. That means every time I eat steak or eat beef or eat seafood, I get it. Morning eat, evening I get it. It become very serious. So I got no way out. And I love my beef. So what to do? Take medication, allopurinol. Even taking after allopurinol, I still get gout. Doesn't solve my problem. So my best meat, now I don't have a chance to eat. But I found a way to deal with it. I'm sure you are interested to know, right? When I do the meeting, I will explain to you how to deal with it. Yeah.
Pastor, what is your cholesterol level now?
9.2.
Well, it's not risky.
I'm still happy talking to you.
As he
I
say, nothing to
exercise, I
worry.
got no problem. I got nothing to worry. I don't take statin.
But Pastor, the problem is if you have this high cholesterol level, the doctor will say you are at a very high risk. The doctor will insist you take the statin.
That's why a lot of people trust the doctor. Okay, they trust the doctor. If I advise you, you won't believe me. But because I am the guinea pig, I show to you, I don't take cholesterol tablet. But 9.2, but I'm okay. I show you my brother normal cholesterol 4 bypass. Okay, 4 arteries bypass. It means that, can I deduce that it is not cholesterol? Because my other younger brother is 5.6, the other one is 4 point something, and both of them got problem with their arteries. Myself, the worst cholesterol, but I don't get a problem. So, do you think what I analyze is correct?
You are correct, Pastor, but at the same time, doctor will say you cannot base on individual, you have to base on the mass research on the data that they have done. So which one to believe, Pastor?
All right.
Sorry.
Clement, you come for my next meeting I do on cholesterol. I show you the research paper. Now, I'm telling you this is the truth. There is a conspiracy behind statin.
Correct.
There is a deep conspiracy behind statin. Statin is like the vaccine like that. Now, I'm going to explain to you the statin. Now, this information that you get, the cholesterol cause you the heart trouble, is from who? It's from the pharmacists. They do the research. And I've seen the research paper why cholesterol is the culprit. It's because how they use statistics for their own benefit, okay, to frighten everybody. Now, those days when I was in Malaysia, after 5.6, then they give you statin. Now, 4 point something, they give you statin. Correct?
Yep, correct.
That's the truth. Now, who say 4 point something, you need to take statin? Who say?
Doctor say.
Doctor say, but not doctor say, it's the pharmacist recommend the doctor. So that everybody is on statin. It is a $60 billion industry per year. And today it's already proven that cholesterol didn't cause heart disease. But this misinformation continues from the pharmacist to the doctor. Okay? Now, the next meeting, if you come, I show to you. Now, this is not your GP or your doctors in Malaysia. These are professional researchers, and these are very well-noted, highly qualified doctors who are cardiologists and all that. You listen to what they say. Don't listen to what I say because I'm not a doctor. None of you are going to trust me. But I'm just giving you the right information to you, that's all, to help you. Now, why I'm helping you? Did I make any money out of you?
No.
No.
None. In fact, actually, I pay for you to come in. The maximum to come in is 100 people only. In order to add to 500 people, I've got to pay so that you can come in. You understand? So why would I do something like that? Why do I need to pay for you to come in? The very
because you got
reason,
a heart.
it is a community service to help people, that's all. Because I see too many people die of stroke or get stroke and get heart attack. So many pastors, Thomas Gore, my friend, is here. You agree or not? Many of our friends who are pastors die of heart attack. Thomas Gore?
Yeah, correct. It's true.
Yeah,
So,
we just lost one.
so it is unnecessary. I show you the video of a Christian lady, 58 years old. She pumped in the home, and then the friend pray for her. Then the doctor, the what do you call, the ambulance come, try to revive her with the machine. She couldn't be revived. Now, for me, it is avoidable by just the simple thing that I recommend you. But the thing is that, do you trust what I recommend you? That's all.
Pastor,
Brother Reggie,
It's
Brother
prevention.
Reggie, Brother
Pastor.
Reggie, Emily here.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, because based on your diet, I noticed that you were taking berries, and I was told that I am on blood thinner, so got to be careful when I take blood, what we call berries. So what are your
Why do you take the blood thinners?
blood thinners? Because I'm on dialysis as well.
Oh,
Yeah, and
you're on
plus
dialysis.
I'm on dialysis, and also because I think the doctor gave me 2 other medicine.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think
Ah,
is the main thing is because of dialysis. So I used to buy berries and thought that, oh, it's healthy and all that, till somebody warned me and says that if you are on blood thinner, you got to be careful of eating berries.
yeah.
That's why one of my concern.
This is, Emily, this is your complication because you got dialysis, yeah? So because of dialysis, you cannot have potassium also, right?
Yes.
You cannot have potassium, then you because
Yes.
you're on blood thinner, then these things are natural to thin your blood. Natural thing to thin your blood. So once you take blood thinner and then you add this stuff, it may be too thinning for you,
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's why whatever food or whatever I hear what others say, I have to do research on myself.
correct,
Yeah.
because your case is quite different because you have
Yeah,
got
also I have to understand the medicine that I'm taking and the effects on me as well as
yeah,
what others that are teaching as well.
yeah, correct. So that's why this is not a prescription or a consultation. It is just information that the ordinary people, if it fits them, they can use it. It is really helpful to people to prevent unnecessary clogging of arteries and heart attack or stroke. Because I know this is proven. What I give to you is proven. It is not hearsay. Yeah. All right. I don't know how to make you trust me because I'm not a doctor. People sometimes want to follow the credential of a professional, but this is information I collected from people who are professional in gathering this information.
Yeah, I
just make it
appreciate
available.
I appreciate what you share,
Yeah.
except that I whatever that I do in any way, I have to do research for myself because
Yeah.
of my
Yeah.
complications.
You also need consultation from your doctor because this is not a
Yes,
straightforward case. You
yes,
cannot
exactly.
consume everything everybody consume. Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yep.
Pastor, why is it your cholesterol is not going down when you are eating so healthy?
Okay, let me explain to you. The cholesterol is not affected by the food you take. It is more your body produces it. It's the liver that produces it. For my case, it's the liver. I eat very healthy food, but the cholesterol is high. So I don't tamper with the cholesterol because it's got nothing to do with heart disease. Okay, you don't take away something that doesn't affect you because all of us are brainwashed into understanding that cholesterol is evil. Yeah, correct or not? Everybody fear cholesterol, which is not the villain. That's not your enemy. The enemy is your inflammation and the calcification of your arteries. So if these two, you take care of it, you are fine. That's all. So this is exactly what I do. I'm already coming to 70 already. No issue. If you can live to 70, you don't take cholesterol tablet and you survive. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Brother Reggie, Sally Ann here.
Yeah.
September last year, my doctor put me on statin. And I do agree now that you said the side effects. Because lately, I mean, in the last few months, I've been feeling like very, what you call, I have brain fog. Okay. And I tend to forget things. And I felt a bit floaty when I walk. It is very unusual.
Yeah.
So I now that you mentioned about the side effects of statin, and I was actually asking myself, oh no, recently, because without realizing about statin, right? I was
How
saying that,
much is your cholesterol?
it's very the minimal, 10 mg.
No, what is your cholesterol reading?
Oh, I think it's about 5 point something or 6, I think.
My sister, 5 point something is normal. Do you know that?
I think about probably 6, maybe I was wrong.
5.6 is normal. Those days when it started this what they call the introduction of cholesterol tablet, it was 5.6. After 5.6 only you take. If you're 5.6, it is normal. I would suggest to you, not prescribe to you, that you stop taking statin. You got no reason to take statin, my sister. Your brain fog, your loss of memory is because of the cholesterol.
It's not because of the statin.
I mean, it's because of the statin. Sorry, yeah.
Okay,
So
all right.
it is proven. So the next topic, in the coming weeks, I will talk just on cholesterol only, on statin and cholesterol. Okay. So because this is quite a big topic, you got to cut into small pieces for people, easier for people to digest. So when you just talk about cholesterol and statin, then it's easier to understand. So let me assure you that you don't need cholesterol. It's not a prescription. This is my suggestion, okay? All right. If I 9.2, I don't take. You are 5.6. You are taking because basically you are being prescribed it by the doctor, and it is the pharmacist that say you need to be on statin.
Okay.
So,
it's good.
so the way to really you want to take care is just these 3 supplements. You can get it in Singapore. All right.
Because
and
I
you
have
can
calcification in my arteries as well.
you see?
Yeah.
So calcification in the arteries is the solution is vitamin K2.
Yeah, D3 and K2.
All right. Now this can be found in preserved food like kiam chai. Your Hokkien, your Chinese like eat kiam chai, salted vegetable, or preserved vegetable, like salted beans. It's very, very good. That will give you the vitamin K2, but the best is to get the supplement easy.
Okay. Yeah? I do have D3 and K2. I take it. Yeah.
Yeah. That is your due diligence. And when you do that, you can sleep well. You don't have to worry because this will take care of itself. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Brother Reggie.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Pastor, can I ask you?
Yeah, call me Reggie will do. No need to call me Pastor.
Okay. Can I know whether you have done the test where your blood there is no clot at all, or artery is not inflamed at all?
I have not done the test. There's a test for it, but I don't do it.
Yeah, Brother Reggie, just now the sister said his cholesterol is 5.6. It's very nice already. Even can go up to 7 or 8. 9, I think 9 can.
If there's anything for me to say to all of you tonight, cholesterol is not the devil, okay? Cholesterol is food for your organs, all right? And when you have too high, like me, I still not worried. Why you slightly above normal, you are worried? Do you know, in the topic that I'm going to talk about cholesterol, do you know that people with high cholesterol live longer than people with low cholesterol? Do you know that?
Pastor, sorry, Brother Reggie, what about the triglycerides? The one also is part of cholesterol. How do you address it?
It's very simple. If the cholesterol is not oxidized, the cholesterol won't become the bad cholesterol. You need both of it. But let me tell you that it becomes bad because when you take fried chicken, all this, the oil, like when you eat the potato crisps that you buy from the supermarket, that is hydrogenated oil. That is the killer. All right. As long as you eat the right kind of food, then you won't get this problem of bad cholesterol. The bad cholesterol is not bad cholesterol. It's because it is oxidized. It is oxidized because of you taking the wrong kind of food. See, it's food related.
Brother Reggie,
Thank
how
you.
high is your good cholesterol and your bad cholesterol?
I never checked for many years because I don't care about it at all.
Yeah, Brother Reggie, my friend, his cholesterol, I think he followed the keto diet for almost, I think, 2 years. His cholesterol is 14.7, no, so he got a stroke from it.
He got a stroke from it. It's not the cholesterol. He got a stroke from it is because he actually have inflamed arteries and calcification of arteries. Get this right.
Yeah, the doctor written on his blood test say sky high cholesterol.
Yeah. Once when you go on the keto diet, when you eat meat all the time, definitely the cholesterol will be high, especially red meat, you see.
Yeah.
Now, there's a word called balance. We all need a balanced diet. According to scriptures, God gave you the herbs of the field and also the seeds as food. So what did I eat? I eat the herbs of the field and the seed, chia seed, flax seed. These are the seeds of the field, and it makes you healthy, that's all. If you can keep one meal like that, then the rest you eat other food stuff. At least you know that one part of your food is helping your body. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my cholesterol was 5 only. The general hospital will ask you to take statin. So after I consult another private doctor, he said no need to take statin because you take too much statin, it will harden your arthritis. I have seen the Nadia Ali. Nadia Ali said that also, the cardiologist.
Yeah.
So Reggie, how much of chia seed and flax seed would you eat?
2 tablespoons only. 2 tablespoons.
Every day, 2
You
tablespoons.
must remember when you eat chia seed, it expands, you know.
Yes.
When you have, like for eating chia seed, I don't eat breakfast, I do intermittent fasting. So now let me just give you a little bit understanding of why I do intermittent fasting. I'm also a diabetic patient. All right, now I'm going to tell you about diabetes. My diabetes, the sugar keep on higher and higher, from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to over 12. That's serious problem, you know. So I do this research and try to find out what's the solution. And I found the solution. Especially when you wake up in the morning, you take your blood test, it is high. Why is it high? I didn't understand why until I study from Dr. Berg. Dr. Berg is the one that talked to you about calcification of arteries. And he said you should do intermittent fasting. You should eat your last meal at 6 o'clock. Now, the reason he explained is that when you sleep, you don't use the sugar, right? When you sleep, you don't exercise, right? Can we have some answer?
Correct.
Yes, fasting
So
time.
when you wake up in the morning, the cholesterol will be the sugar will be high. He said what you should do is you should fast. Because when you wake up, you eat breakfast already high, already eat breakfast, it will never go down. So he said when you do intermittent fasting, the body will use the fat to break down for the energy. So it makes a lot of sense to me. So I do intermittent fasting already almost 2 years already. I don't eat breakfast. Last meal is 6 o'clock in the evening. And then next meal is 12 o'clock. All right. Then I eat all the chia seed and the berries and all that. And that can last until dinner time. Very
Brother
full
Reggie,
because the chia seed expand in the stomach, make you very full. Yeah.
Brother Reggie, do you drink anything like lime juice in the morning?
Yes, lemon.
Yeah, lemon, right? Is to prevent the sugar from spiking when you
Now
eat.
my sugar level now is normal already.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, normal already. So it tells you something that if you know what to do, you can correct all these things and remain healthy without medication. Yeah.
Can
So,
you
Pastor,
run can you
Brother
run down
Reggie,
your schedule, then your food schedule to us? Just a rough guide.
Okay, I will put it in the chat if you want to know how to. I can recommend you I don't prescribe, I recommend you what I do. So you can follow the plan that I do. It can help you. I can tell you, I explained to you something. I weigh 74 kg. Since a long time, I go on diet. I do this, I do that. I drop 1 kg. Next month, it go back to same. I cannot reduce my weight. My ideal weight is 65 kg. So I've never able to come to my ideal weight. But when I go on this diet, today I'm 65. 65. And then sometimes when I go and check, to in the website for this some program, they say you are at your ideal weight. So I'm 65 kg now. Yeah. So just by keeping to this diet, your body. Yeah.
Can I add something? I'm Victoria.
Yeah,
Reggie?
Victoria, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Few months ago, when I walk, suddenly I walk past, my heart burned. And then jump, boom, boom, boom, boom, I cannot breathe, Then I went for check-up heart. Then the cholesterol, don't know, is 1.75 or something like that. And then they say quite okay. And then they give me cholesterol pill, doctor. And then say I go for what, grandma? CT scan, December. I don't know why. I suddenly, yesterday also that I walk faster, and then my heart burn, and then I cannot breathe. So is it because heart attack sign?
If you want to do something about it, the things that I suggest you just follow now. Yeah, Victoria, you are at the Sarah's place, right? When she passed away.
Yes.
Yeah, I recognize your voice as you pray, Even though I don't see your face, I recognize your voice. Yeah.
She asked, she need me. She said she want to go back with the Lord, asked me to go and help her. So I'm in the kitchen cooking. So when I heard that, I run out, I pray. She passed away in front of my very eye.
Yeah. So a lot of people die before their age because they don't know what to do. That's the reason why I do this meeting. In fact, because she passed away, I think it's time again I do this meeting to let more people understand this. Yeah. So I give the video, you can circulate to other people so that they can be informed. But whether they believe me or not is another thing, lah. But this is the right thing to do. I can assure you that.
So, Brother Reggie, when you gave us the 3 supplements, the vitamin D3 plus K2, cod liver oil, and L-arginine, right? So do we actually also take it with the cell food and then the CoQ10 and also the nitrite oxide?
You don't have to take it together like morning wake up, you take all this together.
Okay.
You space it out within the whole day, you know.
Okay. All right. So, but
You can space it out.
So in other words, it's good to take the CoQ10 and the CoQ10 and the nitrite oxide, right?
No,
That help
nitrite oxide it doesn't help. You take L-arginine, that will give you the nitric oxide.
I see the L-arginine for the nitrite oxide. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Very
Thanks for
simple.
Reggie,
Okay.
but Reggie, the one you give, that means for Victoria must buy all the what? The one you give all, I just buy, is it? I took
Yeah.
supplement, but other thing
And
I
it
don't
is
have
not
Pokemon.
expensive, it's quite cheap, you know. The brand, if you go for now, it is quite cheap. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for
Uh,
sharing.
Brother Reggie.
Yes.
Chin here. Just want to find out because just now you mentioned a few things. So we should take the 7 C's with omega-3, and then the flaxseed. The cell food also, is it? And the
cell food and flaxseed is
same.
Extra lah. If you want, I take it lah. I take it in food instead of tablet. You know, not everything whole day swallow tablet. So I take it in flaxseed, meal flaxseed. Yeah. So it's up to you, but these are the things that can help you to prevent inflammation. That's all. Okay.
So it's the 7 C's, the CoQ10,
yeah,
and then we take the K2D3.
K2D3.
Cod liver oil.
And L-arginine.
Oh, cod liver no need lah.
Cod liver oil is needed. Flaxseed is optional. What they call cell food is optional. Okay.
CoQ10 oil. So it's CoQ10, K2D3, and L-arginine. All this.
L-arginine, cod liver oil, 4 items.
4 items. Brother Reggie, I take this flaxseed powder, you know, is it good enough? Because the flaxseed cannot digest one.
Correct. You have to mill it.
Can I just buy
Actually,
as a flaxseed powder?
I don't know as well. When I first bought the flaxseed, I found that when I poo, all come out, you know.
So I actually am consuming flaxseed powder already now.
Yeah,
maybe you all can blend it.
No, actually we can. I actually buy flaxseed powder.
Can.
Oh, then should be good enough, huh?
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Good enough. Yeah.
Thank you, Reggie. Thank you very much. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome. So is this helpful to you all?
Yes, definitely.
Very helpful.
Very helpful.
Could you please repeat 7C omega? Then what else? Flaxseed.
7 seals, 7C cod liver oil. Yeah. Vitamin K2 plus D3. All right, and L-arginine.
L-I-G-9.
L-arginine.
1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 law. 5 items.
Yeah.
Okay,
Usually
thank you.
you can get
The other two is like CoQ10 is the brain needs it when people are mentally not alert is because of a lack of this amino acid called CoQ10. So it gives you mental alertness. And when you take cholesterol tablet, it depletes the CoQ10. Okay?
Normally you can buy the vitamin D3 and K2 together. It's in one the capsules.
It is together. Those days it's
Yeah.
apart. Now they combine it, vitamin K2 and D3 together.
If you want to buy K2 alone, it's very difficult to find.
Yeah. Those days is
what is the other one? L-I-G-9.
L-A-R-G-I-N-I-N-E.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
It's capital L hyphen.
Let me show you the picture again so that you people are easier to.
I have shared the picture in the chat. Can you see the chat?
Can I suggest you all take a screenshot?
Now, can you see this picture?
Yeah,
Very
take
easy.
a screenshot.
What brand to buy?
Just
Take
now I
a
already told you.
screenshot.
The now brand is good because these people, they do this business is to make it cheap, affordable, but quality. It's an American company. Their philosophy is to make supplements affordable, cheap, and good. Okay, so I recommend this brand now. Yeah.
We buy from Lazada, is it?
Yeah, I when in Malaysia, you buy it from Lazada. I think Singapore also have Lazada. You can order from Lazada. It's quite cheap.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Sometimes
rather than you, for some of you, face with putting a stent in your arteries or go for surgery. Why don't you prevent it? My question is very simple. Why don't you prevent it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Brother Reggie, I just want to ask you, I'm totally sold on the statin, okay? So I'm not going to take it. But what about the blood pressure pills? Is there anything to help it?
If I tell you, you may not believe me, lah. Okay, so I'm going to tell you anyway. I also have high blood pressure because when diabetes, a lot of conditions follow on. Okay, one of them is high blood pressure. Can you believe I tell you that I've got high blood pressure? I don't take tablets.
Wow.
I don't have high blood pressure anymore.
What's your secret?
The secret I already give to you already. Now let me explain to you how you get high blood pressure. All right. Now this will be in one of my topics. So just on high blood pressure. High blood pressure is caused when your arteries is blocked. When the arteries is blocked, the blood cannot flow through. Then the pressure, when something cannot flow through, you push, right? Humanly, you push. You try to push harder to make it go through. Exactly, that's what happened. The heart pump the blood faster, then your pressure go up. Now, if the arteries are not blocked, you agree the blood flow smoothly through.
Oh, I see.
So it's a natural effect of you take care of the problem of the artery, your blood pressure, everything all become fine. So I'm okay now.
Praise the Lord. Okay, thank you, Brother Reggie.
So that's why I try to share this information with you all, because basically I don't want any of you all to get stroke or heart attack like this Sarah who collapsed and died 58 years old, Victoria's friend. Yeah.
Brother Reggie, you say you've been on intermittent fasting. How long has it been?
2 years already.
How long have you been? So then your blood sugar level has returned to normal, you say?
Correct. Now another thing is that
how much is normal? How much is normal? Reading means
5.2 like that. Now I'm going to also tell you something. You cannot be too rigid in it. Like for example, just recently I visited my friend in London. So I go there and cook fried kway teow for him, for her. I cook Malaysian goodies for her. So sometimes you don't be regimented that all your whole life cannot eat this, cannot eat that. So sometimes like weekend, now it's a weekend, I let go, so I will eat what I want to eat. I say reward yourself for being a good boy for the whole week. Now I reward myself, I can eat what I want to eat. So you must carry that kind of attitude, not to make it like, wow, everything cannot eat, what is life then? Everything cannot eat. Fried kway teow cannot eat, the Hokkien mee cannot eat, all cannot eat, asam laksa cannot eat. So, you become very, very, very depressed if it's like that. So reward yourself when you do a good job, end of the week, so you treat yourself to, breakfast you eat, lunch you eat.
The other one, flaxseed, flaxseed instead of the flaxseed itself. Is it advisable that now they are on the market flaxseed oil? Boleh bukan?
Yeah, it's okay whether it's in oil form or in powder form. But the problem is, let me explain to you why I go to natural. Okay. Because when it makes to oil, if the company that makes the flaxseed oil, if they cheat, they put other kind of oil, then you're not taking flaxseed oil.
Correct, correct.
Now, if you take flaxseed powder, if they add some other things inside, you're not taking flaxseed powder. So when you take the natural, you meal the flaxseed, then you cannot cheat, right?
Correct, correct. Thank
That's
you.
the reason. Now, but
Yeah.
flaxseed is so cheap. I don't think they will use flaxseed powder fake one because it's so cheap. But for the oil, it could be because oil, you know, you can draw very little out of the flaxseed to get the oil. I can assure you that.
Got it. Yes, yes.
Yeah, it may
Yeah.
add some other oil inside which is not pure. Okay.
Brother Reggie, hello.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much for all the information and the rest, the feedback very good. Now, I have not taken anything yet. I'm not any medication all the while, but because I also don't take the vaccine, but I didn't take any supplement. I was thinking any supplement. I have not taken any supplement. So shall I start with the supplement now?
Yes. Let me explain to you some very important facts. Now, this all interconnected. I talk about food as a topic as well. Do you know that in the Bible you read, the people in the past lived to few hundred years? Right? They live very old. Now, it's because the food back then, no pesticide, there is no artificial manure, everything is natural. You agree?
Yes.
So all the food that they eat contain the necessary nutrients. But today, our food, pesticides, and then the way we grow our fruit, you go to China, you get a shock how they grow the fruit. You'll be scared. All right, how they grow the fruit, you know. So a lot of artificial things they put inside. You know, the watermelon very sweet.
Yes.
You know why the watermelon is so sweet? It's artificial.
Okay.
So today, our food that we take a lot of wrong things inside. Some of it we cannot help, but some of it we can. Certain things they cannot adulterate. Yeah. So if you were to keep to a good diet, then you find that it helps your body because your body actually needs these nutrients to survive, you see, to be healthy. Like, for example, why today a lot of people fall sick? They have a lot of allergy. You agree?
Yeah.
A lot of allergy, a lot of people fall sick. You know why? The chicken you eat is full of antibiotics. Those days, the chicken farm you hear all die because of disease. Today, you never hear them die anymore because they feed antibiotics to the chicken so they won't die. So what you eat in the chicken already contain a lot of things that is not good for you. Okay? So the best way is to eat the home rare chicken. But nowadays, where people keep the home rare chicken, you know? So that is the kind of chicken that will give you all the nutrients and all that. Okay? Even the vegetable, if you want really vegetable that is really good, I suggest that you eat those vegetable like daun paku, ulam raja, all right, all these like what they call homegrown potato, sweet potato leaf, all these are natural. But we eat the choy sam la, we eat the kai lan la, all these are high in insecticide. 100%, I guarantee you, high in insecticide. So we are eating a lot of toxic things in the body. So the other thing to learn is how to detox the body as well, you know?
How to take this ulam lah, take the ulam lah.
Yeah.
Melaka punya.
Another thing.
Ulam better. No
Ulam.
pesticide, yes.
What is ulam?
Gaga for blood pressure.
You just go to the
for this high blood pressure, I have experienced that we can take celery and apple juice once a week. If
I will talk about that on just high blood pressure.
Okay.
Actually, you don't need to take the pill one. If you know what to do, all right, there are certain things you do can reduce your blood pressure easily. So I will just do a topic on just high blood pressure. You all can come in, huh? Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh,
What is
brother
olam? What
Reggie.
is olam?
Okay, thank you, brother Reggie.
Brother, do you what is olam?
Ulam, are you sayo? All the
Salad is those young leaves.
It
The
can
leaves
be
that
raw.
grow wild.
Malay herbs.
Huh?
You go to the Malay market, you ask for ulam, they will tell you.
Organic, organic.
Huh?
Okay, for your information, those who want chicken that is seaweed fat and mulberry leaf fat, they can get it from Beacon Mart. Even their eggs are all very, I consume them. They don't have antibiotics. You can either order online or you can go to the outlet. Beacon Mart, yeah? Beacon.
D?
Beacon, I'll type in the
Beacon
chat.
Hospital, Beacon Hospital,
Yeah,
Beacon.
yeah, but you can, they have website, like a BEACON.
Okay.
Beacon Mart. Yeah. It's very good. The chicken.
Brother Reggie, your intermittent fasting, you're doing the 18-6, 16-8, or you're doing the 10-14 or 14-10?
I'm doing from 6 o'clock to 12.
Mm,
So I'm
means
going
it's
to try to do from 4 to 12.
okay.
So that means my last meal will be 4 o'clock. So because it's helpful, I just want to just try and see how it works out for the body.
Brother Reggie, I see that the L-arginine is the one of the effect is lower your blood pressure. So for people like me who has low blood pressure, so can I take it?
I'm not doctor, so really hard to advise you. Yeah.
So what is the, I mean, what is this for? This LR
L-arginine is to clean up your arteries. Now,
clean.
I would suggest to you, because you are very rare case of low blood pressure, you don't have to take L-arginine the whole year round. All right? The suggestion is like for me, I take for half a year, then I stop taking. All right? Because you don't need to clean until your arteries are already clean. Somewhere you want to clean what, So I just do it half a year.
So thin.
Yeah.
Reggie,
Okay,
where to find K2 in the food?
There are a lot of food with K2, vitamin K2, but a lot of it you won't want to eat. It's in the organs of animals. Certain vegetables and then in organs of animals. So it's easier for you to take the vitamin better than you try to eat. Like for example, certain vegetable, to get L-arginine, okay, L-arginine, you got to take, if let's say cabbage, you got to take about 4 kilos of cabbage. You can eat or not? 4 kilos of cabbage.
Cannot.
Yeah, so that's why certain things you take supplement. Vitamin C, I don't take supplements because I can get in my berries, my lemons, and all the fruits, citrus fruits. So I don't take. All right, like people in UK take vitamin D because no sunlight. Winter, no sunlight. You take vitamin D. In Malaysia, you have a lot of sunlight. Vitamin D is not important. So you must understand this idea, yeah. Any more questions? If not, we close it for tonight. Quite late already.
Brother Reggie, what is the range for D3?
If you buy from now, they give you the right portion. I think 3,000 M or what, something like that. So you go now, they give you the right. You got the right ratio.
But you go blood test, what should be the range?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, can we buy L-arginine in the pharmacies or where? Shopee?
You can get it there. Yeah.
Where? Pharmacies?
Shopee, you can get. Lazada, you can get.
Pharmacist no lah.
Some pharmacies you buy will be more expensive lah.
More expensive ah?
Yeah, you buy online is cheaper.
Okay, I buy on Shopee. Thank you.
Can I
also
recommend you something?
I also got 3 highs, you know. I took medication for one year. Wait, for 1 year. From then on, I never take at all. I didn't take. Now I don't take any medication at all. I trust God for healing, you know. For this three high also.
In closing, if you want my updates or you want the video and all that, you have to write to me my WhatsApp. Then I'll put it in my chat. Then you will get it there. Okay.
When I talk to you all for a while, since I've been a victim of whatever dialysis. Dialysis is my help lah, but I want to say that because of the kidney function, I've problem with it. But there's also a blessing in disguise, because the dialysis center will do blood tests on me regularly, and then they will in blood tests they will show what are the different things in the food that I'm eating that's good for my body, whatever that's lacking or whatever that I need to compensate for. So, then I will have to go through that list lah. All right. So I found that something that is very important, the most basic for all of us actually is in terms of our blood test. When the blood test will tell us a lot. So even if somebody were to take whatever vitamins or whatever suggests to you that you take this or that, it really may or may not apply to your own blood test. So the most basic you can do for yourself, if you really want a thorough check, go do a blood test. And then from there you start off to check what you are lacking and what you need to compensate for. Then you from that is a so-called template. Then you work on it. That's what I suggest lah. So for a start. Otherwise, you are just following everybody blindly to take whatever they suggest that you to take. But actually, your blood test will tell you.
Excuse me, Reggie, can you give me your phone number? +4477
698
698
26284.
26284. Thank you.
Sorry. L-arginine, how many milligram must you take? 1,000 or 600 or what? I went to Shopee, I don't know how many milligram.
You just
tablet form.
When you
Tablet form,
buy already, they will give you the dosage there. You just follow the dosage there, because
I went
each
to
brand.
Shopee, book 1,000 milligrams, 600 milligrams. I don't know how many milligrams to buy. It's a tablet form. Tablet is
Doesn't matter, because let's say it is 1,000 milligram, they will ask you to take 2 tablets. Okay, so it depends on the amount inside the tablet or the capsule. So you take according to the recommendation. All right, very
Who
straightforward.
recommend me? Who recommend? Nobody recommend. Doctor never recommend. What? I mean, how do I know how much to take?
Sometimes you just use your common sense, and in the bottle there will tell you the dosage, right?
I see. I don't know. I haven't bought it before. I don't know.
Anything you buy, they will give you the dosage. You just follow the dosage as
I see.
written there. That's all.
I see. Okay. Thank you. It's
Follow
all
the
tablet.
Follow the instruction on the bottle.
It's tablet lah. Tablet, not powder form lah. It's tablet lah.
Yeah, it is capsule. Mostly it's in capsule.
I see. Thank you. I haven't tried it for first time.
Yeah, so good night to all of you. It's late already. I need to go off already. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.